Right, we're continuing on down Buckland Valley, looking at all the campsites, or as many as we can while we're here, and we found this one called Camp Flat. This one is a 4-drive only one, so let's go have a look. To get to Buckland Valley, it's about 4 hours from Melbourne CBD, around about 340 kilometres. Camp Flat is along the Buckland Valley Road and is the second campground in. In this area, dogs are allowed. There's drop toilets, there's river water, fire pits, it is free to stay. There are 4 drive tracks. It is suitable for swimming and fishing in the river. Phone reception is 3G at best. You are in a state forest and it's suitable for tents, RV, motorhomes, caravans and camper trailers as long as you got good clearance. They do say this particular campsite is for 4-drive only, and it is a fairly straightforward dirt road entry, but can be hazardous when wet, so keep that in mind. Now how's this great water crossing? And when we went, probably about knee deep, but at the end of the day, be mindful when you're coming across. The water speeds and current can vary based on how much rainfall and any other factors that can contribute to the water rising or the current speed. Now, it's pretty much set inside the forest and it is amazing. It is a great backdrop, lots of shade, wonderful, wonderful places to set up and camp for quite a while. And it's close to 4 drive tracks as well. It's also quite popular for hunting, so there are certain areas that are marked hunting only. But thankfully, those hunting areas are nowhere near the campgrounds. Now you're probably thinking, where is the closest town? Absolutely, the closest town is Bright to get supplies. There's also Myrtleford and a few other around the area. But if you want to get fuel at Bright or Porepunkah or Myrtleford and get all the other kind of supplies that you need, because there really isn't anything else around here. Once you do get over that water crossing, you straight away see there's not any specific marked sites, but there are areas that have fire pits available for use. You can pretty much set up anywhere you like. Most of the sites are flat. Obviously, you would see that it's been raining here, so be mindful of those areas that are really damp and wet. But generally, there's quite a lot of room to set up. Now, we have seen this place get pretty busy, but we were lucky enough on this day for it to be freely available to ourselves. But have a look at that great river. Look at that amazing scenery that you are camping in, and there's lots of shady spots around to set up quite comfortably. Now some of the edges can actually be quite high up along the banks here, so keep mind of that if you've got young children. But generally, again, these spots are quite flat in amongst those great, amazing, wonderful trees. And the toilet block is central to this whole campsite, so you don't have far to walk if you want to use the drop toilet. It's also handy to know that this is part of a state forest, a logging forest. So what does that mean? When you actually drive in, you will notice on the journey in numbered signs like 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers, and so on. What that actually means is if you've got your radio, you will hear truckies saying 5 kilometers in the Buckland Valley or 5 kilometers out of the Buckland Valley. What does that mean? That means there's a logging truck that's either going in or out, and they're at that specific 5 kilometer marker. So if you know they're logging, you can pull over and make sure you don't get stuck on these narrow roads. This is definitely a popular spot with 4 drivers. Just to the left there, you'll see a road. That road there leads to 4 drive tracks and can get to other destinations further down in the state forest along the Buckland River. Remember what I said, when it's wet, it can get really wet. So keep that in mind. As you can see here on the road, it will get slippery and you could get bogged. Moving along to check out the facilities, there is 1 drop toilet and a hand pump for sanitizing your hands after your usage, which is great. Always good to see good hygiene happening. But they are clean and they're well stocked. And over the other side, again, pretty much set up anywhere you like, anywhere you feel comfortable, where there's a fire pit. The bank is higher up on this side, so keep that in mind if you want to camp close to the bank. But again, flat ground, very straightforward, easy to get to once you're through that water crossing. Now as we get closer to this bank, have a look at that. Like, you're right on the river and it is so clear and clean. Such an amazing river. You can definitely swim in that and enjoy a great time. Now while you're looking at this fantastic spot to camp at, if you didn't hear me earlier, this place is free to stay at. Also, at this campground, there are no bins or any other facilities running water, power, none of that is here. It's purely just those drop toilets. So just as a reminder, you got to bring your rubbish in and take it out. So let's just check out this final area in this section. There's a raised campsite over there to your right and just a little bit lower here right in front. But the bank on this side is still quite high. And I just love this little nook. Look at it, you're right on the river. It's flat, it's got a lot of greenery on the ground under your feet. And you're surrounded by these lovely trees. I can't wait to come back and set up here. And there's that river right on your doorstep. Have a look down. Quite a high bank, but there is a little pathway to get there. Imagine blowing up those inflatable beds and just going down on that river. Wow, this is Camp Flat in Buckland Valley. Magnificent water crossing here. Don't be worried, it's not too bad. Just up to about here, but that's okay. 4-drive only, come and check it out. And remember, camp by me and you'll be a happy camper. And please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is free and we really appreciate all your support. Also, check us out on social media as well. Thank goodness we don't have Alice the caravan with us, because she won't make it down this 4-drive access one. Okay, what's it called? Oh, that's an easy one, Camp Flat. Why can't they all be this easy? You know, Liechtenstein, Queen of Sheba, or Flamboyant Campsite. This one's just easy, it's Camp Flat.
There's a car coming.
He's good. He's good. He's good. Hey? Okay. Am I good? Well, this is Camp Flat. 4-drive only. Magnificent water crossing. I'm yelling. I'm sorry. I'm going to do it again.